I really like the comic. It's something that I stumbled upon, and was surprised to see a familiar name, Kazuki Takahashi, the man who made a good chunk of my childhood with Yu-Gi-Oh!, something that still hasn't left me to this day. To find a work from Takahashi that wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh! Piqued my interest, and it got put on the list. And once I tried it, yeah, I liked it. I don't think it was anything like super amazing, but I did enjoy it. If you haven't given it a shot, go do it. It's only 7 chapters. And if you aren't going to read it, then consider this your spoiler warning and the point of no return. Overall, I enjoyed the comic. As I already said, I don't think it's like anything super amazing, but I honestly did really enjoy it, especially seeing Takahashi do something outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! Honestly, it's kind of funny, because while I wasn't really actively comparing it to Yu-Gi-Oh!, I could feel Takahashi and Yu-Gi-Oh! Within the comic, even if it wasn't really apparent or visible. Honestly, if you had shown this to me without telling me Takahashi made it, I don't think I would have picked up the connection on my own, which I did like, as it was both familiar and yet new. All this could be because I haven't really interacted with Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside the card game that much in a while, besides beginning a reread of DM. It's really cool to see Takahashi do something outside of Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm definitely going to check his other works at some point. Focusing on the comic, I think it was a fun murder mystery, although it felt cramped and undercooked in a few places. Some of the reveals, such as and especially the ones in the 2nd and 7th chapters, for example, feel they don't have the weight, narrative or informationally that they should, as connecting Himekawa to Baba doesn't really feel like it means anything significant at that point, as well as the reveal of the true culprit feeling a bit out of nowhere, although it was set up previously and was kind of interesting. Those are definitely the biggest outliers when I read it, although most of the problems I had mainly came down to the length not giving a ton of room, as 7 chapters is a very tight schedule to work with. It does well with its time though, doing everything it needs to, but it doesn't really have any room to do anything much that isn't necessary. The characters were also kind of uninteresting. None of them really grabbed me besides Baba. Baba being mute and falsely accused, only able to communicate via the background he draws, was what got me, and I really like how it played out. But he wasn't able to do much beyond that, which is kind of the point since he was in prison. I should probably explain the plot. Ryota Sakamaki is an aspiring mangaka, about to debut in Shoujo Jump, and his backgrounds are drawn by someone found by his editor, although Ryota doesn't know who at first. He finds out after learning about the Halloween murder which took place 3 years ago, that his background artist is Baba, the one responsible for the murder, and his assistant lets people in jail work as artists for hire. Ryota talks to him, realizing he's mute, and it's communicating through the backgrounds he draws, and pledges to help prove Baba innocent, with Himekawa, the creator of the top manga in Shoujo Jump, playing the antagonist, although that takes a bit to fully come to light. From there on, the series focuses on finding information and solving the mystery, with Himekawa getting busted in the 6th chapter, and the true culprit is revealed and put away in the 7th. The reveal in the 7th chapter is kind of insane compared to the rest of the series, with Seiya Himekawa not being a single person, but instead being a group of 4, previously 6 people, who make manga. Lumi Himeno was obsessed with Sato Yoshio, who we know as Seiya Himekawa, and due to being rich was able to plant an IC chip in him and put him under her control. The only time he disobeyed was trying to run with Mizuki Yabe, the one who was murdered in the Halloween murder 3 years ago, who originally we think Yoshio, aka Himekawa, killed, but in actuality she jumps off to prevent any more harm from coming to Himekawa, and Baba takes the fall. It's a complete shift from the rest of the story, and while I don't dislike it, it just feels kind of weird for the first 6 chapters to be like fairly standard or normal, and then have this chapter 7 go off the walls. It's not like Himeno wasn't shown before chapter 6, albeit only in the shadows, but I don't know, it just feels strange to have such a change from the rest. I do think the story is better for it, as I think it makes it more interesting, but it just, I don't know, feels a bit disconnected, and I don't feel like it flows perfectly. The series does look pretty nice. Every character is distinct in their appearance, and like honestly, I think any given character could pass a silhouette test. I think it fits pretty well, and it definitely made each character recognizable as a glance. But I don't really have much to say about the art besides that, unfortunately. Overall, I enjoyed the comic. It was a fun murder mystery romp that doesn't take too long to get through, made by Kazuki Takahashi. It's definitely worth your time, so go have fun with it.